our income stays the same, these things get more expensive, and that's where we see a lot of problems for people. So when inflation occurs, the price level is increasing, and what that means is things in essence are more expensive.
Things like food, gas, and electricity are even more expensive in Hawaii, where the high cost of living already makes it difficult for people to get by. This also makes the idea of buying a house seem almost like a dream.
I have 3 different incomes coming in right now, and it's still a lot of saving has to take place for me to afford a place.
Ma Kanu, a teacher at Red Hill Elementary, says she would like to purchase a home, but that may be a far-off dream.
But the huge cost of rent and food takes so much of that income that I have to pull in other ways and make money in other areas.
The federal government increases interest rates in attempts to lower inflation, making it harder for potential homeowners to borrow, since inflation rates for home loans are already so high. So while inflation has actually started to ease since 2022, it's still even harder to buy a house in Hawaii.
The less supply there is, the more demand will drive up the prices. And we have limited supply because of our relatively small land mass. And if we build a lot of homes and sell them inexpensively, people are going to buy them. And then they're going to have children, and they're going to want homes, and then more people from the mainland are going to want to move here. So it's a continuing cycle.
According to a report in 2015, a typical 3-bedroom house like the one behind me was listed for $700,000. But because of the impacts of inflation, houses now are listed as $1.1 million, making finding a place to live for Ma and other residents alike extremely difficult.
If we anticipate it or if we expect it, we can make adjustments. So for example, if we anticipate that next year prices are going to rise by 2%, what we can do is we can go to our employer and we can say, hey, I want a 2% raise. And so using that adjustment in our income, it kind of allows us to buy the same amount of stuff as we did before. What hurts is when we don't anticipate it or we don't prepare for it. Our income stays the same, these things get more expensive, and that's where we see a lot of problems for people is because they didn't know it was coming and they couldn't prepare for it.
Many residents face the struggle of keeping up with Hawaii's high cost of living, but that's the price of paradise, says Ma, who wants to stay on Oahu as more and more locals move away due to high costs.
I'm teaching regular 3rd grade, which I absolutely adore, and I'm doing an after-school program 4 days a week, and then I do TikTok, and I actually get money off my views from there. So I have 3 different incomes coming in right now, and it's still a lot of saving has to take place for me to afford a place.
This is Stephanie Wee from Moanalua High School for HIKI NŌ on PBS Hawaii.